Well, this was one of America's most feared prisons, called The Rock, a place built to be escape-proof. Solid concrete cells on a small rocky island surrounded by the cold, choppy waters of San Francisco. Strong currents and sharks standing between the men and any hope of freedom. Used to house some of America's most dangerous, from Al Capone to Machine Gun Kelly. And now President Trump wants Alcatraz to rise again. More than 6 decades after it was shuttered, President Trump now saying he wants to rebuild the infamous island lockup to house violent offenders and undocumented migrants. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura live tonight with the plans that are already causing some controversy. Jorge.
Yeah, that's right, Natasha. That plan already receiving some major blowback from California lawmakers. And Alcatraz is a famous tourist landmark in San Francisco, draws more than 1 million people per year, but the Trump administration is seeking to convert it to a maximum security prison. Now, before that plan could turn to reality, the Trump administration is now facing massive logistical and financial challenges to turn Alcatraz to a prison.
Alcatraz is the brand known around the world. This is something that we're here to take a look at.
Alcatraz could hold the worst of the worst. No one has been known to escape from Alcatraz and survive.
Its original use was a prison. Part of this would be to test the feasibility about returning it back to its original use.
Secretary of Interior Doug Burgum and Attorney General Pam Bondi visiting Alcatraz Island this week as the Trump administration seeks to convert the tourist site to a supermax security prison and a symbol of law and order for the administration.
If the Alcatraz prison is reopened, it would be under the purview of the Bureau of Prisons, and the Secretary of Interior also would play a big role in this as well.
President Trump has called for Alcatraz Island to house the nation's most ruthless and violent offenders, as well as undocumented immigrants. Alcatraz officially closed as a prison in 1963 after famously housing the nation's most notorious criminals, including Chicago gangster Al Capone. The U.S. government closed the prison after deeming it too expensive to operate. The new plan is to reopen Alcatraz. It would require demolishing all the island's decrepit structures and rebuilding from scratch. The plan has drawn fierce blowback from California Governor Gavin Newsom, his office posting on social media, quote, Pam Bondi will reopen Alcatraz the same day Trump lets her release the Epstein files. So never.
Now, administration officials also say that the timeline of the construction of Alcatraz will be key for President Trump's decision. If Alcatraz cannot reopen under his term, it's looking like he will not seek to move forward with that idea. Natasha.
All right, Jorge Ventura with that live report tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.